Hey everyone, welcome. Today we're digging into something really cool. It's a new protocol called Codatta, and it's built around this pretty wild idea. What if we could create a real, actual royalty economy for our data?
So, let me just start by asking you this. Think about it for a second. In this world we're in, where AI is just constantly hungry for more and more information, what if you got paid a little royalty every single time an AI used something you provided? That's it. That's the big promise behind what we're going to unpack today.
Okay, so to really get how this all clicks together, we've got to meet the key players first. There are three of them in this whole data economy. You can kind of think of them as the main characters in this story.
All right, first up, we have the client. Now, this isn't one specific person. It could be pretty much any app or protocol that needs data, right? An AI application, maybe a big research project, or just a company that needs really good data to do its thing. They're the customers. They're the ones creating the demand and, funding the whole system by paying to get access.
Next up, the contributor. And this is where it gets really interesting, because the contributor, well, that could be you. It could be me. It's literally anyone who has valuable knowledge and is willing to provide it to the network. These are the producers, the ones who are the actual source of the intelligence that makes this entire thing work.
And last but not least, we've got the protocol itself, Codatta. You can think of it as the transparent, automated middleman. It's the marketplace, it's the rulebook, and it's the bank, all rolled into one clean package. And the most important part? It's royalty engine. That's the piece that makes sure everybody plays fair and, crucially, that everyone gets paid. Okay, so we've got our players on the field, the client, the contributor, the protocol. But how does the money actually move around in this system? Well, it's pretty clever, actually. It uses two totally different types of currency. Let's just call them fuel and cash to keep it simple. So let's break this down. On one side, you have this token, X and Y. Think of this purely as fuel for the system's engine. It's what you use for all the internal stuff, like paying small gas fees when you submit data, or for launching new tasks. You can even stake it to show you're confident in your data's quality. Then, on the other side, you've got stablecoins. This is the cash. This is the take-home pay. These are tokens that are pegged to a real-world currency, like the US dollar, so their value is, well, stable. This is the actual money you get in your pocket from the royalties.
All right, so we know who the players are and we know what kind of money they're using. Now let's put it all together and see how it actually works from start to finish. We're going to follow the value step by step from the moment some data gets submitted all the way to when someone gets paid.
And here's the entire flow, laid out nice and simple. Step 1. It all kicks off when a client pays an X and Y to launch a task. Step 2. A contributor, maybe you, submits some data for that task, paying a tiny gas fee. The protocol then mints a proof of ownership for you, like a digital receipt. Now here comes the magic part, Step 3. Another client's AI product calls an API for that data, and a little meter starts running in the background tracking every single use. Step 4. The royalty engine sees that tracked usage and converts it into actual revenue. And finally, Step 5, payout. That revenue gets split and paid out in cold, hard stablecoins to the data owner, the person who developed the task, and the protocol itself. It's a straight, transparent line from data being used to money hitting your wallet. It's awesome.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. The math behind this must be super complicated, right? Well, you might be surprised. The way these payouts are actually calculated, it's really pretty straightforward. Let's take a quick look.
So this is the core formula right here. Your payout is the total royalty pool times your piece of the pie, your owner's share, and then it gets multiplied by a quality multiplier. This is a nice little bonus that can boost your earnings if the data you provided is especially good. But formulas are one thing. Let's use a super simple, tiny example just to see this thing in action. It'll make it all click. Okay, let's just walk through the numbers here. Let's say some AI product thinks 1 million API calls to get this data. And the price for each call is super small, just 1/10 of a cent. Okay, so with a 30% royalty rate, that creates a total royalty pool of $300. Now, let's say your data, your contribution, makes up 2% of all the data that was used. And because it's good quality, you get a little 1.1x multiplier bonus. So what does that all add up to for you? Your payout comes out to $6.60. Now I know what you're thinking. That's it. But hold on. You got to remember, this is just from one AI for one period of use. The whole idea here is that your data is now an asset. It can keep earning these little royalties over and over and over again from who knows how many different clients in the future.
Okay, so let's zoom out for a second.
We've seen the players, we've seen the money, we've even done the math. But what does this all really mean? What's the big picture takeaway here? What does a true data royalty economy really mean for the future?
Here's the bottom line, the big takeaway. With a system like this, your data submissions stop being just a one-time thing. They become assets, real assets that can earn you passive income. And the value isn't just pulled out of thin air, it's based on actual, real-world usage by AI products. The more it's used, the more it's worth. What this does is create a direct, transparent financial link between you, the data contributor, and the AI applications that need your knowledge.
And so that really leaves us with one last, but pretty huge question to think about. In this new world that's being completely shaped by AI, could a model like this actually change who profits from it all? Could it shift the economic rewards away from just a handful of giant tech platforms and spread it out into the hands of millions of individual contributors, like you and me? It's a powerful idea, definitely something to chew on. Thanks for joining me.